la reprise avec un pronom tonique. And actually, we'll see that in this lesson, we'll work one more time with the pronom tonique. Okay, we saw that previously in a video that I made, but then les pronoms toniques are quite useful, and we'll see now how they go. And it's moi, toi, lui, elle, nous, vous, eux, elle. Okay, so moi, it's like me in English, okay, then toi, lui, masculin, elle, féminin, nous, vous, and then eux, masculin, elle, féminin. Okay, so keep in mind that when we're talking about les pronoms toniques, actually this tonique concept means that you want to insist on something. Okay, so in that case you cannot use these pronoms as subjects. Okay, for this purpose we've got les pronoms personnels sujets. Okay, so les pronoms personnels sujets are je, tu, il masculin, elle féminin, nous, vous, and then il masculin, elle féminin. Okay, so basically in English it would be like I, you, etc. Okay, and in that case you use them as subjects, so basically you will combine them with verbs. Okay, so je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle au pluriel. And in this video we'll see that it's also possible to combine les pronoms toniques with something that we saw previously again. It's what we call les pronoms compléments d'objet direct. So if it's not clear, of course, I will show them, but then I won't really explain the whole concept. So there is a video covering this topic as well. So if it's not clear for you, then, well, take the time to watch the video, and after that you can come back to this video, okay? So, but then, les pronoms compléments d'objet direct are me, te, le, la, okay, so masculin and then féminin, nous, vous, and then les. Okay, so one more time, me, te, le, la, nous, vous, and then les. And the idea basically of this video is that you can use les pronoms toniques, so that we saw, and you can combine them to insist, okay? So you can combine them with les pronoms personnels sujets, and also what we just saw, les pronoms compléments d'objet direct. And so we will see now a few examples, okay? And well, the first series of example is like that. So, et toi, tu vas venir ce soir? So it's a question, okay? So basically, if you look at the question, you could use it like that. So the second part, tu vas venir, are you going to come ce soir, tonight, or this evening, okay? But then you want to insist. Okay, so this is the reason why you will use this little structure here. So, et toi. Okay, and in that case, you use this pronom tonique. Okay, et toi, tu vas venir ce soir? So, in the same way, et moi, je fais quoi? Je fais quoi? Basically, what do? I do what? What do I do? Et moi, je fais quoi? Et lui, il aime ce film? Et vous? Vous venez avec nous? Okay, so you can see that in all these cases, actually, the structure is quite simple. You just put this et first, then you put your pronom tonique, and after that your sentence will continue. Okay, and by doing so by using this toi first and then tu, you insist on the fact that it's you want to say et toi and you, okay? Same thing here, moi, and then followed by je. After that here you've got this lui, and you combine it with il, okay? And then here vous, followed by vous, okay? So these sentences are actually quite used, not that difficult to make, and they make a little difference because in that case you insist really quite strongly. Okay, so et toi, tu vas venir ce soir? Et moi, je fais quoi? Et lui, il aime ce film? Et vous, vous venez avec nous? Okay, so let's see now a second series of examples. Tu fais du sport, toi. And now you've got an interesting structure because if you look carefully, you first start with your sentence. Then you put your comma, and after that you will put this pronom tonique. So basically the pronom tonique can come at the end of your sentence, okay? Of course, we are talking about really short sentences, okay? But then, tu fais du sport, so you practice, you do sports, and then toi, okay? So you want to insist on the fact that it's you, it's not someone else. J'aime bien le chocolat, moi. Same concept, okay? You put your sentence, then you will finish with this pronom tonique, okay? Ils habitent loin, eux. Same thing. Ils habitent loin, so they live far or far away, okay? And then you will put your pronom tonique here. And the last example, il parle bien, lui, okay? He talks well, and then lui, okay? So with this structure, actually, you do exactly the same thing as we saw previously, but then you just put your pronom tonique at the end of the sentence. Okay, so here you will start with tu, pronom personnel, then you will end with toi, pronom tonique. Here you will start with je, pronom personnel, and you end with moi. Here you start with il, pronom personnel, then you finish with eux, pronom tonique, and then you start here with il, pronom personnel, and you finish with lui, pronom tonique. Okay, so let's read them. Tu fais du sport, toi. J'aime bien le chocolat, moi. Ils habitent loin, eux. Sorry, the intonation was a bit like a question here, so I will make it more clear now. Ils habitent loin, eux. Il parle bien, lui. Okay, and then you can hear that if you use this type of structure, you will have to make a little break, a little pause here between the first part and the second part. So the second part, I mean by that, this pronom tonique. Third series of examples. And here it's actually quite interesting, so that's the reason why I told you it's also possible to combine these pronoms toniques with what we call les pronoms compléments d'objet direct. Because in this example, well, you can see quite clearly that first you start et toi and you, okay? But then, if you look carefully, basically this subject is not tu, okay? So it's il. But then you've got this pronom complément d'objet direct here. And in that case it's te, and that basically te, it's for the second person of the singular. So it's you, okay? So il te comprend. So it does mean that you can use also les pronoms toniques to insist on these pronoms complément d'objet direct, and not to insist on the subject as we saw previously. Okay? Et toi, il te comprend? So in the same way, et elle, vous la connaissez? Alright, so in that case, when you use elle, you want to insist on la. Alright? Et elle, vous la connaissez? Et eux, tu les invites? Same thing here, you use eux just to insist on les, okay? Et lui, qui l'admire? Okay? It's a question in that case, and then this lui will actually help you insist on this le. Okay, so basically here you start with toi, and then you continue with your pronom complément d'objet direct te, In this example, you start with elle and you continue with your pronom complément d'objet direct la. In this sentence, you start with e and then you continue with your complément d'objet direct les. And here you start with lui and then you continue with your complément d'objet, pronom complément d'objet direct le. Okay, so let's read them one more time. Et toi, il te comprend? Et elle, vous la connaissez? Et eux, tu les invites? Et lui, qui l'admire? Alright, so same thing. Remember to make a little pause, little break here between the two. Last but not least, the classical. Basically, in that case, you can see that you can start right with the pronom tonique. Okay, you don't need to put this et as we saw previously. It's also possible to just start with toi. Remember to put a comma between le pronom tonique and le pronom personnel sujet. And then you get toi, tu es très intelligent. Okay? After that, moi, je pars dans 10 minutes. Eux, ils sont australiens. Vous, vous allez avoir des problèmes. Okay? So in these cases, well, as we saw, you just want to insist here on toi and tu. Well, basically you. Okay? So you start with toi, and then after that you will put tu. Okay? Tu es très tu es très intelligent. You are really intelligent. Okay? Then in the second example here, you get moi. And then you continue with je. I don't know what happened here. So, moi, je pars dans 10 minutes. Okay, partir is to leave. Dans 10 minutes, in 10 minutes. Je pars dans 10 minutes. Then after that, you've got eux. And then it will be followed by ils. Eux, ils sont australiens. Okay, so they are Australians. And then the last one, vous, vous. So, vous. Vous allez avoir des problèmes. You are going to have some problems. So let's see the sentence one more time. Toi, tu es très intelligent. Moi, je pars dans 10 minutes. Eux, ils sont australiens. Vous, vous allez avoir des problèmes. Okay, so basically this is probably, I wanted to end with this structure because it's probably the most common one. Okay, so basically you just put this pronom tonique and then after that you continue your sentence, and of course the pronom tonique is connected to the subject. Okay, et voilà.